Land. Start. Wow, that looked like a cracked my back or something just now. That was pretty hard to look at. In this video, I don't know if I have the build perfectly together, but I end up getting first dance a couple times. And as you can see, before the BG, I actually used the charge of Shadow Dance to get myself first dance. Critical Strike rating even next to Eviscerate, Shadow Strike, Circle Storm is increased. So I want to see, like, hey, if I'm getting more crits. If I'm getting more crits, then I'm probably going to get more damage out. If I'm getting more damage out, then I'm probably doing better as Subtlety Rogue. That's at least my thought process here. So I want to find, let's go for the Demon Hunter. And I actually got to change one of my talents positioning up. Bam. Hold on. Crit. No crit. No crit yet. No crit. Crit rating yet? No, none. Want to make sure there's a Nightblade on this guy. Alright, okay, alright, okay, alright, okay. Oh, I want to try this. Oh, yeah, let's try this. Crit. 14k. At least a crit. So I basically have to make sure I have a setup with Shadow Dance now, which still is a little awkward. But my next two abilities should have a higher chance to even crit. And is that Alliance heading over to that base? It does look like it. Does certainly look like it. Hold on, we'll just have to hit this guy way down here. Well, that crit, but not because I willed it or anything. Hold on. Oh, he's immune. Okay. I still have 2 crits that I can do. If it does anything. Hold on. I can still crit, technically. I'm just gonna hold him in place for now. Actually. Okay. Just gonna slow his pet a little. And just gonna kind of do this for a bit. Just gonna hit his pet. Okay, well, so it gives me a... I like the sound that happened as he died, like... Meow. Yeah, I'm not seeing any more crits. And that's the whole point of this video, is just to see if I get more crit chances. Because, look, I'm gonna waste a charge, but... Crit strike rating even next to Eviscerate by 7,000. What does that number mean? I don't understand what that number even means, to be honest. I have no idea. Like, honestly, I have no idea what that means. Let's just go. Crit? Okay, well, he bubbled. That could have been possibly a crit, I guess. Maybe. Potentially could have been a crit, but now we'll never know now, right? It looked like that guy just used Hodge on 2 people, but I'm pretty sure there's another ability that shares the same animation, right? It has to be. Okay, well, we know a guy's heading there. That's probably the same dwarf from before that was looking all... Ooh. Speaking about dwarf in that toy that he had. Where is it? Trust me, it is worth... Okay, there it is. Told you it'd be worth it. No, we're big old ogre. Have you ever wondered what ogres would look like if they were in the game? Well, now you know. I'm gonna go on this guy back here. Shadow Strike, maybe? Eviscerate? Maybe Eviscerate? Okay, well, it didn't crit, so that kind of sucks. But I did like that talent. That was kind of cool to take me out of the eyes of the onlookers. I thought that was pretty neat. Hold on. Crit? No, okay, he got it's all absorbed into darkness, but how many times am I critting? Like, please, can you see my crits? Because I know there was a lot of absorption there just now, but still normal hits. All normal hits. You're telling me that Eviscerate did not get the benefit of the crit or something? Am I doing something wrong? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. What does 7,720 crit rating even mean? Maybe I'm the only one here, but I still have the issue with the wording. Can't there be like a percent chance? Your Eviscerates and Shadow Strikes have a 20% more to crit. So it's like, okay, so I have 22. That means with that I have, 42, yeah, 42. Well, that crit actually this time, but I don't know about. It's like I wish it was a little bit like that. I just feel like that could have been simpler description. You know, I definitely do need more mastery. All right, let's get a good setup. We'll have our shadowy duel available very soon, so we'll be able to do some the big damage, the big one. Ooh, whoever just smacked that guy, by the way, very good damage. Crit, please. I think that was a crit. Pretty sure that might have been a crit. Okay, definitely don't want him doing none of that. Big old ogre. Don't mess with me. Just a big old ogre. Don't tread on me. I'm getting back-to-back eviscerates in these guys just to get my cooldowns back faster. So I think, like, if you're trying to increase how many times you're gonna crit as a subtlety main, this might be a decent trait, especially if you're stacking a little bit of crit. Yes, on top of this, I am also running Phantom Assassin to give myself more chances to crit. If this was like a guarantee, right? If with this trait, I was 100% critting. Even if my crits are the 12k crits, right? The 10k, max 20k at most. If my crits were that low, but they were still 100% crits, then I think this trait would have some value. Which I think maybe before this, it did crit every single time, and that's why they changed the trait to next 2 abilities, but reduce the crit rating. But I have 2 of them, so like if they reduce the crit rating by like what, 25%? Then it wasn't even 50%, so I still should have higher. And next 2 abilities are gonna crit. So like, what's the guarantee? You know, I just don't understand this number logic. You know what I mean? See if I crit. I crit there. Okay, well he bubbled like instantly. I don't even know what I hit him for. to be frank, I think I want to blind that guy. He's a demon hunter though. How can you blind the blind? Okay, well let me just crit maybe. I don't know if I crit there. I have no idea if I just crit or not. Crit please. Oh, that was a crit. That was a 22k crit. I like that. Okay, so I guess it's just a chance. But, like, I still feel like the Blizzard could have had a better tooltip maybe, better phrasing. I feel like words. I feel like you could have used better words, and it looks like BS. What is that ability? Like, what is that? What is that? I never figured that one out. Okay, we're gonna put this guy in a fight of our own, shadowy duel, just so I can help a friend, but I'm probably gonna die. I literally did this to help my priest friend or whatever the hell that was. Oh no, I'm gonna die. Ah, still dead. I require a target. Oh, there was some big crits there just now. That was pretty cool. Yeah, that was actually kind of neat. Oh, I don't like the paladin. He seems to be always there. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have, our healer didn't want to play. Yeah. You can kind of see where it's at, right? Ah, Jesus. It's that kind of team, man. It's just that kind of team. Oh my god, everybody sucks but me. My team sucks. Oh. So, I don't know, man. I didn't get too much out of this BG. It definitely does feel nice whenever my abilities crit. I feel like that really helps Subtlety to just have more consistency. Because if you're critting, you're like not doubling your damage. I think isn't critting PvP like 150%. Whenever you crit, your shadow strikes, your eviscerates definitely feel a lot more impactful. Even for me, who doesn't have a lot of mastery on my gear, since I'm an Outlaw Rogue main, I avoid mastery like as the goddamn plague. Like, it's still playable. Like, it's still doable. And as long as I can get my CC up, as long as I can, you know, keep auto attacking things, there's more auto attacks that I can sink into one person. And if I can get the AoE damage to go out as well with Shuriken Storm, I can keep up. I won't top, probably, not with my gear, but I can keep up. That being said, whenever the crit does happen, it feels great. It's like, oh my god, yes. So if you had a guarantee for that crit, but if, let's say, your damage wasn't always consistently high, I feel like it's one way for you to kind of like balance yourself. It's interesting and kind of fun, but it's so RNG. I feel like them just even saying the whole Shadow Strike chance grants an additional crit strike rating to the first eviscerate. I don't like the word crit strike rating. Would have been, I would have loved it like 10%, 5% more crit chance. You know what I mean? But instead it says crit strike rating, so now I'm like, okay, well, what the hell is a crit strike rating? Critical strike chance for effectiveness on heals and attacks. have about 800 of that, so that's about 22%. So can you take like 800 and convert that into a percent chance? So with 800 I have 22%. So is this basically like double the 800 plus extra change? So is this like 44 extra percent or what? I hope you guys understand what I mean. Like it would be awesome if Blizzard were simpler in their explanation, because I have no idea what that means. Whenever I do crit with it, it feels awesome and makes this trade feel like, hey, this actually might be a pretty cool trade, because it means I have a little more, it feels skillful, because now I have to change the position when I Shadow Strike, when I Shadow Dance. How do I set up? How do I get all my Nightblade and all that stuff available ahead of time so that I can get that Shadow Strike and Eviscerate, or even double Eviscerate crit chance increase, right? So I can maybe double up. It makes you play with your spec, it makes you play with your abilities, and I feel like it's fun, because then you are playing to a specific playstyle that you created yourself, and it has stipulations, but it's not the most complicated thing in the world, but it's fun when it works, and you know, you mess it up, you keep using it wrong, and then once you get it right, oh, it feels great. And if you could see that crit chance every single time, I think it'd be awesome. But I don't really know how much crit it gives me. I don't even know if it's a chance. I mean, I don't even know if it's a high chance. Should I only stack one of these traits because 2 of them is not worth? Should I stack triple stack just to guarantee a crit chance? Because what the hell is crit strike rating? Am I right? You know. Because maybe you can make some kind of a crit heavy build for Subtlety, where you don't focus on your mastery, but you're focusing on basically critting with every single ability every time you have Shadow Dance. And then maybe you can make some kind of Envelop in Shadows build, so you can have more Shadow Dances. Of course, you can go Phantom Assassin for more dances. I don't know if Shadowy Duel counts as Shadow Dance with the, I guess the crit chance with Phantom Assassin, but probably doesn't. But you can, you know, have some kind of a fun, playful build that you can put together. And I don't think that with the UI we have right now, it's easy to, first of all, figure out and theory craft it unless you just do a bunch of testing against a train dummy. And as a Subtlety Rogue, not main, I don't think I want to do that. And I'd rather have somebody else figure out the build, and I can go try and have fun with it in Battlegrounds. But this is, yeah. I feel like I just made a video essay, Clean Price Gaming here, video essay on the first dance. It's a cool trait, and it's awesome when it works, but when it doesn't, it just leaves you confused. It makes you feel like there's another trait you could have put in just for PvP. I mean, maybe it's worth stacking one of these traits, because the extra chance to crit is kind of cool, but I don't think it's a playstyle that even if you, like, stack one of these, I don't think you would play around it really all that much. If it crits, it's nice. If it doesn't, it's whatever. If it was like 100% guarantee that it would crit, then yes, it's worth playing around, but it's just... I feel like diminishes the value and the worth of this trait. It's a cool trait, and I like that Blizzard is trying to improve traits. It just, I wish they would, you know, at least made a simpler UI for it. You know what I mean? Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you guys were wondering how the First of the Dead works, if it works at all, some of the issues with it or whatever, then hopefully this video was that for you. I think I originally didn't come into this video trying to make like a exemplary video or a discussion video or a research type of video, but I just kind of want to go into BGs and try it. And then as we started losing the BG, I was like, okay, well, we're probably not going to get an easy win out of it, so I might as well test this trait. And these are my conclusions. Chances are I'm probably wrong in some things. I'm probably wrong in everything, so feel free to point that out down below. I'm more than willing to learn more, because it'll be kind of, I'd love to just figure out how does this trait work and figure out rough percent chance. I'm not that great at math in terms of WoW on that front. All I know is whenever I played in the BGs, it just didn't feel like a guarantee. So then it's a question of just how reliable is it and if it's worth it. And now, right now, I'm not sure. It'd be kind of cool if I could maybe triple stack it. Do I have a shoulder for that? I highly doubt it. Yeah, I think I took a crit shoulder in my shoulder piece, Bloodborne Fusion, just to get more crit chance from time to time. It's like, I mean, it's 900 extra crit, so it's almost like double my crit. Then I have 10% more from the other one, and then I have the 2 of these. So I'm wondering, like, how did I not get at one point like 100% crit with those abilities? Or maybe I did, and I just have no idea. Anyway, thank you guys. I appreciate all of you. Leave your comments. I'd like to read them, and I'll see all of you in the next one.